Okay, so maybe not 2 hours, it looks like 3 hours. When I went online, everything went down. Oh, it's going up again. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to have a look on chat. So if you have any questions or topics what you would like to talk about, we can do that. First, let me know if you can hear everything, if audio is okay, and you know, all these things. Okay, I'm going to have a look on the chat. And I'm not the best in live streaming, so yeah, I'm reading the chat and just noticed the comment from Linux debugger. Everyone unsubscribe. It looks like it's happening. Thank you very much for nice comments. Hi, Phil. Okay, audio is good. That's perfect. Okay, I went through your comments. So there is no special topic what we could talk about. And I have no idea what we are going to do for these 2 hours to wait until it's 100,000. So if you have any ideas what we could talk about, let me know. Oh, thank you for the short. Yeah, the short video actually, if you haven't seen it, that's the video which was like super surprising because like 1 month ago, it looked like the 100,000 will be sometimes in June or July, and then I published the short. I don't know if you know which one. I'm going to find it. I can show you what happened actually. So I published this short, and in December, like this is what happened. Almost 1 million views in, I don't know, like 15 days. So this is what moved everything much faster. I had no idea I will have 100,000 subscribers by the beginning of this year. And okay, when we are talking about these numbers, of course it feels good to have 100,000 subscribers, but the main point why it is important is because it really helps me to create really good videos. When I talk to bigger companies, for example, like Texas Instruments or some, I don't know, measurement companies, then it's much easier to get their resources. Maybe you noticed I made the video with when was it? So this video is actually with Texas Instruments, and if I wouldn't have like 80 something thousand, I think it would be much harder to make this video. And this was a really good one. And actually, this was not a company video. This was only with Carmen, but actually he works in Renesas. So it would be like super cool if even Renesas maybe would be interested to make more videos like this. Many people like this one, 20,000 views. So what is in the comments? How other people do it, like they read comments and answer questions and talk into camera. I don't know how they do that. This is so funny. how this number is changing. My wife is disappointed because subscribers are going down, because she told me she will subscribe to my channel, but she would like to be the 100,000 subscriber. So see, my wife, has still not subscribed for my channel or to my channel. Yeah, and Happy New Year, everyone. Happy New Year to you, and all the best in this new year. And maybe you notice I haven't posted the video in like 2 weeks because I was taking break during Christmas. And then I was working on FPGA video, which I have almost ready, but it was like 8 hours of material, so it took me a long time to actually cut it down to 2 hours, and that's basically why I really didn't post this week. And also I was kind of like, looking forward for this 100,000, so I wanted to have this behind me first. Okay, so what I would like to what would be super helpful when we have this live chat, maybe I'm planning to go to DesignCon, and there will be many people. So I'm going to find them. If you would like to see some interview videos with some of the people who will be here, let me know, okay? Because it will be great opportunity to meet them in person. It will be, I think, much easier to talk to them and maybe agree on future interview, than trying to contact everyone through LinkedIn. Many people, they don't answer through LinkedIn. And you may notice I have already done some videos with some of these people. Are you going to spot some? I was talking to Daniel about possible video, and yeah, I have done number of videos with Eric, so he's going to be on DesignCon, and I have seen Eric in person on Altium Live, actually, like a couple of years ago, but we have never really been introduced together. So it's going to be fun to actually meet him in person and talk to Eric. I really look forward to meet him. I really look forward to meet actually a number of people at the conference because I have created videos also with like Steve Sandler. He's going to be there. I have never met Steve in person. Also, Yuri is going to be there. I will show you. I will find them here. I talked to Heidi. She helped me. If you remember some of the simulations in ADS, she helped me to understand better these simulations. We had a number of calls with Heidi, and if you see someone who you would like to make me the interview with, then put it into comments. Okay, don't put it into chat because chat is very long. It looks like it's very long. It may get lost, so put these numbers into comments under the video. I will find them much easier. So who else is here? Many people. I think there may be like over 300 people, and all are experts in some kind of areas. I've seen someone from Boston Dynamic. That could be also interesting interview. Here is Steve. So if you haven't seen my videos with Steve, one was about high current design, super interesting video. And then I made one about simulations in ADS. And Yuri created the simulation software, which I think we made videos about the via impedance and how signals are traveling in PCB tracks. So it's going to be super cool to meet Yuri in person. Okay, so this is about DesignCon. Also, I'm planning maybe to go to Embedded World. I'm not sure if you will go to Embedded World, and I think it's going to be in March. I think they moved it because I remember they wanted to do it in like May. And yeah, it's in March. This is like super cool conference. Okay, also I wanted to say I have been working on some tutorials. So one of the tutorial was oh, 99989. I hope I will not forget actually to watch these numbers. Let's go back to the tutorials. So I started, I have done this tutorial on ESP32. I was like super surprised how simple it is to program ESP32. And I created the extension which I used here in this short, which can be used as SD card. I would like to improve it. That's the reason why I have not published the tutorial yet. Usually when I'm working on tutorial, I always build a very first prototype first and test some of the features, make it a little bit better. And this one works. I was very surprised because I had no idea if it's going to work. Actually, the biggest issue is that, so basically first I'm going to explain what this does. There is a multiplexer which can switch this SD card which is here. It can switch it between this connector and between this header which is here. And the connector can be inserted as standard micro SD card, and this header can be connected to ESP32 board. So we can communicate with this SD card, or we can connect this SD card to two different devices. But the biggest issue with SD card is it has some initialization process, and there are some registers. And basically, if I switch between different devices which are accessing this SD card, they may expect the SD card to be in some kind of post-initialization process or something, and then it may not always work. So ideally, you would like to always remove and plug in the SD card, but it's not possible with this one. I would like to make it a little bit better, and also the communication with this SD card through this header is very slow, because currently I'm using the ESP32. It means I use like SPI interface, and if I would be uploading like very long files or very large files, it would take ages. So maybe I would like to add also support for Raspberry Pi or Raspberry Pi header, and use proper SD interface to make it possible to access this SD card through wired Ethernet and maybe also wireless Ethernet. So let's see how it goes. And also the second tutorial what I have been working on, I need to find it. Is it still working? So I'm going to, I hope I'm logged in. Okay, I'm logged in. So I can show you, I'm not. Wait a second, I'm going to log in. If I remember. By the way, I'm using EasyEDA because it's super quick for prototypes. I don't know what password I used here. Okay, I got it. So this is the SD card multiplexer. So here is the multiplexer basically, and this is the SD card interface. This is the header for ESP. Oh, this is the header for ESP32. This is the socket for SD card. So it's like super simple, and I can control the power. That's basically how I reset the SD card when it is inserted. But reset is not enough to initialize or to simulate the insertion process of the SD card, physical insertion, because software usually use this switch, which is directly integrated in the socket to recognize if the card was removed or plugged in. So the second second tutorial what I'm working on is actually this one. Arduino Shield is going to look like this, and I already have the prototype ready, but I'm waiting for Arduino board to arrive, and it's something super simple just to help people to design their own Arduino shields. I hope you will like it. And originally, actually, I wanted to create these projects in KiCad because I know many people, they like KiCad. But it would take much more time. When I was working on this tutorial, the problem with KiCad was were libraries, and in EasyEDA I can simply just find the components and they have symbol and footprint already done, and I can just use them. So that's why it was possible to actually create so short video like designing this board in 3 hours. If I would have to play with the libraries, footprints, or symbols, it would take much longer. So that's the reason why I didn't use KiCad. I would like to try maybe create this kind of tutorial also in Altium. Probably it will be second version of this board because maybe I would like to make it Flex. And in Altium, Flex is very well supported. Maybe also I could use the 3D view of Flex in Altium to show how it's going to be done. Again, I'm a little bit worried about how long or how much time the libraries can create, but Altium actually has now really good libraries, so it could work. This just keep changing. And I was thinking like, it's going to be like 9999997 9999998 9 100,000, and then I will be like happy, but it looks like it's not going to be done this way. It looks like it's going to be 100,000 couple of times maybe. Okay, so these are like the new tutorials what I'm thinking about. I have also some other ideas, but Martin actually is helping me a lot with ideas for new tutorials. Martin is a software engineer in Fedevel, so, and he likes also everything about this YouTube, and he has great ideas for new videos, and he's helping me with thumbnails and you know, improving, making the videos better. What I wanted to talk about, we are actually, I don't know if you, I guess some of you know that I do also the online courses, but we are also building like new Fedevel website, which will be hopefully coming soon. And I really hope you will like it. You will see then. It's going to be one place for all the kind of hardware design, and I hope also software courses. I really would like to find great experts to put their content on this website. I really hope it will be possible and it will help many people. Okay. the stream gets closed down. It looks like it works on my computer. If I have any Udemy courses, I have one paid Udemy course, and well, there are a couple of free courses. Usually they are same what I have on YouTube. I don't publish on. Many people ask me about this, like why I don't post Udemy, my courses on Udemy, and I guess you know why. Because when I create all these free videos, they are not really free, okay? I need to get paid for the time what I spend on creating these videos. And Udemy pays, I say this couple of times, Udemy pays like $4 per student. And you can't make any money on Udemy. It would not even cover in the expenses for some of the courses what I have created, so it's impossible. I can't really place all the courses on Udemy. Yeah, 99998. You are doing. You really have fun. Oh! I need to tell my wife to subscribe. Sa môžeš už subscribenúť, už mám 9999. Let's see if she will subscribe. And now you know. Oh, yes! I have this. I would like to take screenshot from my phone. And I have this. So actually, it has not been 2 hours. It was only half an hour. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay. So I really hope this is going to help us to create better videos. Because I think it's kind of psychological, I don't know, what is it? Border, or I don't know, like if you tell a company that we have 100,000, it will be easier to talk to them. And as I said, it's super useful if we can talk to their engineers, if we can use their resources to I don't know, get information about circuits, how to design better circuits. When I was talking to Texas Instruments, for example, it would be super cool if we could talk to engineers using specific chips, and they would explain exactly how, I don't know, battery charger works, and what to be careful about, how to do layout properly. Because if I would have to do all these, I would not be able to make all these very specific videos, because I'm not expert on everything. So it's super cool if we could talk to all these experts in different areas and make videos about this. I really hope all these videos are helping you. Sometimes I really wish, when I was starting with electronics, there was something like the kind of videos what I make, because some of the topics, like what Eric is, for example, explaining, Eric Bogatin, some of these topics are important to understand what is happening on your PCBs, and it's not easy to get this information. Usually you need to like pay a lot of money or even like get access to someone like Eric. It's almost impossible. So when I had this opportunity and when I create these videos, I really hope they answer a lot of your questions. I know many people say they are long. But how I would explain this? In short video, it is possible to say something in the short video, like you will get the idea what is in the video, but you may not fully understand what is really happening from short video, because to understand much more, a longer video is better. That's why I like to create long videos. And I can tell you, sometimes when I'm actually recording these videos, then after I watch them 3 or 4 times, some of the things I actually understand after I watch it like 3rd time, and that's maybe sad, but yeah, that's reality. Sometimes when you hear something for very first time, you will not realize everything what was actually said, and you may want to watch it a couple of times to actually fully understand what someone is talking about. I see Linux debugger make only long videos. I would love to, but you can see this, for example, like this short has so many views, and I've made video on this topic. I don't know, for example, where YouTube is going with all these changes. Basically, it's very big problem that if I make a good video and no one is watching it because YouTube decide it's not going to push it. And the problem is many people they are moving from these long formats to short formats. Many people they just watch these short videos, and like YouTube is adjusting to this, and I think it's going to be worse. They have to use the place which was before used, or where they show these long videos in your browse. Like if I go to browse, okay, so these are all long videos, but they will start putting here more and more shorts, and it means it's going to be harder to actually be promoted with long videos. I have to think about this very often, like what I'm going to do with this. If to create short videos or long videos. And it's actually, it's kind of sad that I spent so much time with creating these long videos and quality content, and then I post one minute video and it gets 1 million views and I don't know, 7,000 subscribers. Do you know how much work it is to get 1 million views with like regular videos? And then, you know, you have to make decisions like, am I going to still work only on long videos, or I'm going to include also short videos because it helps growing the channel? I don't know. Okay, maybe I should mention more. Oh, Martin is actually on the chat. I mentioned Martin. Michal, hi Michal. So many people. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, I see. Use short videos to get people interested in long videos. That's one of the ways what we may be doing, like when we will be doing, for example, these tutorials, what I was talking about. We may create number of short videos and then one long tutorial. Yeah, and by the way, shorts, they don't make any money. You can see here, $2. I know, I think they, I don't know what happened here because I think it's not, they don't officially, they are not officially monetizing shorts yet. I think they will start in February or I don't know when. So let's see what will happen then. But sure, with shorts it's difficult. I'm reading your comments. Nie. Chceš sa ukázať na video? My wife is here. Would you like to see her?
No.
She said no. Let's have more fun. Just kidding. Thank you very much, JH. Can you make detailed video about x86 BIOS development tools from? This is tricky. When I was developing x86 boards, there are more options. So there is a free BIOS. I don't remember exactly how it is called. But if you go with these companies which are developing BIOS, it's going to cost you a lot of money. And they don't give you whole source code. They will give you some kind of tool where you only like write your small piece of code, or it was something like this. It was, you had no access to the BIOS, whole BIOS, just maybe some small stuff. And I remember it was very, very expensive. So I don't know what could be in the video about how BIOS development is done. But definitely you can play with the free BIOS. I don't remember. I tried that. I don't remember which one was it. Carbot? I think maybe. Yeah, I think I built this one. So I'm laughing at this comment that Chromiko. He mentioned he is doing shorts and he can see it only makes $2. I thought, as I mentioned, I think right now they are not making any payments on this. I think it will start. The monetization of shorts will start in February. I don't know. Oops. Mid-January. Shorts as will begin on February 1st. Thank you, Ricardo. So why Ben is asking why you would like to go with this costly BIOS from AMI instead of open source Coreboot? I don't. I don't know if there may be something with certification or support, because I don't know, for example, if every chip is supported in Coreboot. So there may not be like everything properly initialized. What I've done, basically when I was developing one board for one customer, specific customer, the board when I tested the Coreboot, basically I used the BIOS which was on reference board. So if you use the BIOS which is on reference board, you just pay some kind of licenses. What is very expensive if you would like to add your custom code into the BIOS. That's what is the problem. Hello, Emmanuel. Hi, Yuan. Okay. So what else we could talk about? I'm thinking. I really would like to talk about the new Fedevel, but I will leave it for later because I was expecting it will be finished last September and it's taking much longer than and it's much harder, all this marketing and rebuilding and websites, and so I don't want to talk about it right now because who knows when it will be actually available. So are there any plans for KiCad related videos? I had call with one of the developers, KiCad developers, and we agreed we would make a video on about KiCad, but I really would like to do it when they have better support for the for libraries. And I think they are working on some new features which were interesting. So that's the reason why I haven't done KiCad video yet. But I'm waiting when it is ready. Because if KiCad, in my opinion, if KiCad could do what EasyEDA is doing, you know, the connection with all these libraries and maybe even with PCB manufacturer and assembly house, then that would be like something, wow. Okay, that's the only reason why I use EasyEDA, because click, 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 order, and I receive board. Of course, EasyEDA, I wouldn't use it for like real projects, only for hobby projects, because I have no idea who is behind EasyEDA. Is it like Chinese company? Or oh, I don't know who is EasyEDA. Do you know? Shenzhen, China. So yeah, it's in China. So I don't know how, you know, safe it is. But maybe if you use the offline version, then it's fine. I know they have the desktop client, which I guess is not or should not connect to internet. That's also one thing what I'm kind of a little bit worried about is like, what if this disappears once, then it will disappear with all my projects which I have here. I could maybe download them, and maybe I should download then the offline version. I don't know. I think KiCad would be much safer. EasyEDA versus Altium, what is the best for small or big company? I have done video about this. There is no one answer like which software is the best. It really depends on what kind of board you are designing, and also how much money you have, how many engineers you have. Right now, I think Altium, I don't know, it looks to me like Altium is changing. For example, I'm not sure if you have noticed, they haven't been on Embedded World this year or last year, and they are not even here on this DesignCon. I have no idea what it means. And they increase prices. So is here Altium? No, I think they are not here. And there is some tricky stuff with their online versions and online access in the cloud, which I didn't like. They don't directly mention it in the licensing conditions, but if you, is that price? This is not. If you read the fine print, then you will find out some of the things in the new Altium licensing are really bad. I think one of them was, for example, if you don't pay subscription like 1 year or something, you have to buy a new Altium license. So they will not upgrade it. and that's like what? Yeah, I think these are the prices maybe. It's getting more and more expensive. So Altium is best than Allegro. Santosh is writing. Cadence is not bad actually. It's hard to learn, but they have different licensing models, and basically, if you have, for example, more engineers, then you don't need to buy the most expensive licenses. You can buy licenses for, I don't know, $3,000, and this license will not have all the fancy features, but you are not doing a memory layout every day. So maybe one engineer may be using these super expensive features, but everyone else may be using standard features. And so this is 11,000. And if you look for like ORCID deal, they keep changing it, and they don't show it in every country. So I don't know what is the price now. But I know you can buy the cheapest option like for $500 or $600, but I think that's the standard version. You would need like professional version. I think that's like $3,000. Or it used to be. I don't. I will try to find it. No, I don't consider myself as a smart, talented guy. I think there are much more clever people. I don't know how old is this. $6,000. But I don't know which one. This one is Pro version. 2,000, 7,000. Marcello is writing, I would love you to make tutorials with KiCad. I was already talking about this, but I don't want to go like too much into KiCad because there are also different channels, like Phil is making great tutorials about KiCad. It doesn't mean I don't want to make a tutorial in KiCad. I would love to, but it's not something. I think the CAD software is not really important. What is really important is just to know how to do it, and there's also a big reason why I use EasyEDA, because even people who never designed anything and they just would like to try it, they don't have to install anything. They can just they can just start drawing schematic directly in browser, so they can start immediately. That's another reason why I like to use EasyEDA. So the tool is not important. KiCad, EasyEDA, Altium, use what you think could be used in the company where you would like to find a job. That's probably the thing what you would like to keep in mind when you are deciding on what kind of tool you would like to use. But once you know, or once you can work in multiple tools, it's not really important which one you use. CaptureSys is evolving. So this is Cadence schematic tool, and they have done some changes there. It's not still as good as Altium schematic. I really like the schematic in Altium, especially because you can browse through the schematic very easily. That's like super useful feature. Yeah, I see people mentioning Moses, I go Stellar, mentioning EasyEDA. Yeah, I like EasyEDA. But with EasyEDA also be careful, because what can very easily happen and what I've seen is when I'm working on a tutorial, I finish the board and some of the components are not in the stock. So many components in EasyEDA are from Chinese companies, and you can't really control very much like how to get them later. So if you are building something what you would like to sell or produce or manufacture, then you would like to use components from companies which are like Texas Instruments, for example, or these kind of companies. But many of the Chinese components, they are saying they are same as some of the other components from the other manufacturers. I'm not sure if it's true, but what about DeepTrace? I have never tried DeepTrace. I don't know. Chris, I use EasyEDA if I'm getting PCB assembly. If I'm just getting PCBs, then I use KiCad. But I think you can also build your boards based on KiCad. You don't have to use EasyEDA. But a couple of times I have just ordered PCBs. I don't always assemble the boards there. It may be unnecessarily expensive. Chris is asking if I will make tutorial on differential signals. What should be in the tutorial? Like, I'm not sure. Nie wiem, ani Apple. Okay, so what else we could talk about? Let's. Okay, it's been 1 hour, so let's talk half an hour more, maybe. And then I will enjoy 100,000K. I was actually I had in mind like I will take picture of this 100,000. I'm not sure if there was 100,000. I think immediately there was like 100,003. I will need to have a look back when I will be watching this stream if there was actually exactly 100,000. Do you if I do you play video games? I do. I play with my kids. What is it? Mario Kart, but I don't normally play any other games. Let's aim for 1 million subscribers. I don't think that's realistic for this kind of area. It's very hard to get very high numbers on topics which are specific and which are not easy to consume because not so many people are going to watch it, and they are not going to be popular. It means YouTube is not going to like promote this kind of content. So even like 100,000 is a lot. I'm surprised because for the kind of content what I create, it's a lot of subscribers. Why do you think there are so few electronic engineering channels covering design of PC and or laptop motherboards? Ben is asking. So I would love to cover PC design or motherboard design, server design. Not many people are watching because it's like very specific topic, and that's, I believe, is the reason why there are not so many channels about it, and also there are not so many people who know actually how to design it and how it works, because it's expensive to design this kind of boards, and it's not like something what everyone is doing. Mostly big companies can design motherboards, and it's sad. That's for example why I like to create videos, very basic videos, because many people will watch them. I know many people will watch them, and if I make like very specific videos, then they will get maybe like 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 views. You can see it on my channel. Like if I go here, even before I publish video, I can approximately guess how many views it will get. Especially when I'm talking to companies, I usually tell them like, if we get 5,000 views, that's good. Because on specific topics like, I don't know, this was not with company, but this is like very specific topic. How does processor work and how to create your own processor? 5,000 views. See, this is antenna topic. This is quite popular. This was I was very surprised that not so many people actually watch this audio video. Audio video. It's super cool. I learned so much when I was creating this video. I learned how to set up the audio filters, and it helped me a lot. This is one of the videos which when I was doing, I told them like 5,000 views is really good. And I knew it's going to have a little bit more because DDR4 topic is a good topic, but you know, not many people really measure memories because the equipment is super expensive. So that's something what will not make it like something what is going to have 100,000 views. S parameters, I knew S parameters is hard topic. So this is basically the answer why I don't make so many videos on some of the topics, because they are hard to make and I know not many people are going to watch them. But some of these videos, I'm surprised they only have few views. Like these videos with Yuri, they should have much more views. They are so good, like they explain a lot. This one was like, wow, eye-opening. This video, I think this is full video. This is just short. I had no idea that the currents on the other side of the ground plane will be actually different. Okay, can OpenAI influence Altium? Parisa is asking. I don't think it's going to be like OpenAI, but I can imagine that there can be in future, sometime in future, AI which will route boards properly. But I guess it's exactly same as what I was talking about, that not many people are watching some of the topics. It's same with Altium or Autorouter and AI. There are not many customers, so I think there is not so much pressure to develop it or design this kind of system, because the cost of the development would be like probably very, very high, and there is a risk something is not going to work or it will take too long. So no one is doing it right now because it's cheaper, just leave it on people. But that's my opinion. I don't know what other people think. But the AI chat, I was very surprised. It's quite good. I've seen also Dave Jones, EVBlock, created number of or some videos about this. But I tried, for example, to ask AI to generate some code, and it was not good. And also, writing software, I don't think it's so simple. So maybe writing essay for school, okay, but writing software, like we have been developing our platform for years, and there is no AI which could do it. They can do maybe some simple stuff, and it's not correct anyway. I asked AI to generate a snowman in Python. It was wrong. Thank you, Chris. I see you are still talking about the topics for the video. You would be surprised how many times when I talk to someone or to big companies about creating possible video, uh, how many times I have to uh, tell them like we have to be very careful about what kind of topic we will pick up, because they would like to create super specific video about their, I don't know, something super new, and I tell them, but no one is going to watch it, okay, because it's so specific that first only few people are using them, and second other people are not interested. So it sometimes it takes some thinking what kind of videos we could make together. And I think what is the hardest thing is how to pack the videos around something what is interesting. Because I have done videos about, I don't know, measuring USB, and it can be some kind of boring if I would just make video about, I don't know, how to measure USB. But if you somehow pack it nicely, like how to recognize what is on the USB bus, or how to read what is sent through USB, or even better, I'm not the best in these titles. But if you pack it correctly, then you can make videos also about some niche, but you have to tell it interesting way. And I'm still learning how to do that. AI is good for making images. Wow. I uh, I had it open somewhere. I will find it. I watched the Dave Jones video about this, and here he used this, and I was like, wow, so nice images. I don't know. I think if I would be artist and I would see this, I would be a little bit worried. But it's something what we have to adapt. You can't fight this, and I still believe they can find a way how to use it for their good. Like they can use it as an inspiration, for example, and then build on top of a picture which is generated by AI, and it will make it possible the artist to maybe produce more pictures or something like this. I think it's not possible to be like, oh, okay, like I don't see it, it's not happening. That's not right way to do it. It's going to happen, and it's going to be hard for them. It's same what is happening with YouTube. Yeah, 10 years ago it was much easier to get views, to get subscribers. Now I have to fight with TikTok, I have to fight with shorts. You see, it's same everywhere. Okay. Okay, so we still have like 15 minutes. If you have any questions, what you would like to ask, you can ask now. Thank you, Daniel. So Ben is saying AI hasn't taken over PCB design because it had less data to train. It's possible. Many designs are basically closed. No one is going to show them. Many designs are bad. If it's trained on bad designs, who knows what would be the result. But there is still also like, for example, the challenge. What I find kind of interesting is if you take auto router and you take finish design, you delete, I don't know, 5 tracks from this finish design, of course, complex finish design, not simple one. And the auto router may not be able to actually put these 5 tracks back on this finish design. So that's what is some kind of interesting why this is still not working. Because I wanted to make videos about auto routers. Like I think 2 years ago, I was comparing like 3 different auto routers, and I spent so much time working on the video, but it was so bad. The results were so bad that I decided to not publish it. Thank you, Ian. Okay, then when I will be watching this live stream, I will need to decide if I'm going to delete it or leave it there because I have no idea about everything I just said. Okay, any other questions? I'm going to have a look what else we could talk about. I'm reading your comments. Thank you everyone for all the nice words and congratulations. And you know, this would not be possible without you. So thank you. And I know it sounds like cliche, but it's true. It's definitely true. I would not have 100,000 subscribers without you. Okay, so Chidi is asking which of the software I use for real projects. Altium. And the reason is because we have a lot of libraries in Altium, and Altium has everything in one place, and I like component management. When you have project with like many components, it's oops, sorry. I need to switch off this. I thought it's going to show these messages on the other screen. So what I was talking about, okay, I use Altium because component management is very important. When you have many components, like 1,000 components, for example, on your board, you really would like to be sure you don't make any mistakes when these components are per such, and you don't want to waste any money on buying wrong components, making mistakes in BOM. Ben is asking, do you think it's possible to learn or self-teach electronic engineering completely online through courses like yours? You need to work on projects. That's very important. You can learn a lot, especially now it's possible, like from the videos what I created with Eric, for example. Uh, you still may need to somehow figure out maybe like lower level electronics, how it works, but you can design even very complex boards without actually knowing exactly how it works. Problem is, if you don't have experience, no one is going to give you very complex product because it's going to cost a lot of money and they don't want to risk that what you design it's not going to work. So if you would like to learn electronics by yourself, work on as many projects as you can. So Moses is answering Ben that better first learn some basic courses like calculus and university physics. That's what I said. If you would like to really understand what is happening, you need to know the low level. But it really depends what kind of boards you would like to design. Sometimes you don't need to understand everything. If you are designing, I don't know, digital boards, then I think it's not so difficult from the component point of view, uh, comparing to designing, I don't know, RF or analog. Thank you, Robert. Okay, I'm reading your comments. Would you like to me make some videos from the DesignCon, the conference? Like, okay, I would like to make some interview videos with some of these people who are here, but that's like different kind of videos. I would like to know if you would like to see what is happening on this DesignCon and what kind of format maybe you would prefer, like travel vlog or the most interesting stuff. I have no idea how I would do that, but I would find out something. Ben, thank you for explaining RF and antenna. Actually, I'm working on more videos about RF. Let's see how it goes. I'm in contact with, was it Espressif? How the company is called? Espressif. Espressif. Yeah, I'm in contact with Espressif company, and I asked them if we could make video about RF. And so I asked Texas Instrument if we could make video about RF. I asked also other companies, the what is it, Nordics Semiconductor, but they have not answered it. Yeah, I think they do some RF. And I contacted NVIDIA. I wanted to make some videos with NVIDIA. They don't want to talk to me. Bobby, how can I become rich? You know, I don't want to be too philosophical, but what does it mean, rich? I think that's the main question. How can I become beautiful? Thank you, Philip. I'm very happy you like the videos. Oh, thank you very much for watching. I think the best way of learning is really find some projects. You don't have to design big projects. Don't design like big boards because it's going to take a lot of time, especially if you do it in your own time, and you can get like demotivated. If it's too complex, you will never finish it. Just do something simple. If you do something simple, of course, you will. It can be hard to get a lot of experience, but if you do something in your free time, you are never going to spend hundreds of hours easily on a project, because if you only work on something 1 hour a day or 2 hours a day, that's not enough. Okay, I see the chat is getting too political. Okay, so yeah, I think it's time to finish this live stream. So thank you very much. Thank you very much for 100,000 subscribers. And yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to do live stream again in future. I'm not. I don't feel confident in doing it live. But yeah, if you go to DesignCon or Embedded World, then we may meet in person there. So thank you very much, and have a very nice evening or day, or I don't know where exactly you are located. Still have nice rest of the weekend. So thank you. Bye.